Healing the shadows. Sensitivity to connect. So, sensitivity to connect is our ability to freely connect to life, spirit, and our dreams, to good energies and or bad energies. I take this step further for those guardians who can also protect life, family and friends, guide energies, manage energies, and understand the risks involved. In general, we live in a good society, so it's easier for us all to connect to good things in life. If we go a bit deeper spiritually, we can connect to angels, heaven, and good ETs, etc. On the other hand, it is much harder to connect to the negative energy side of the spiritual spectrum, like dodgy people, shadows, demonics, ETs, beings, etc. We generally put ourselves in fight and flight mode to escape those negative energies. So if we escape, we can't connect, we can't heal, we can't educate the system and rehabilitate it. I'm all about rehabilitating the spiritual system, and if we can't connect to those who have lost their way and using the traditional method or just simply warding the negative energy off with prayer or sending them to hell, we're using the divide and conquer mentality that has been in place and still is in place by most talkers in this community. I'm here to change that good and bad, heaven and hell, divide and conquer mentality. But to do that, we have to change the way we are doing things, essentially changing our philosophy. So in the first instant, we have to connect to whatever needs the healing and start the path, which I'll talk about in another episode, where we can rehabilitate all those, no matter how high, how low, how deep, at whatever scale, to find what do they want, and then they can answer who are they as they create their own journey using their free will to rehabilitate the system as a whole. There are many risks involved if things go wrong. This can happen before you start, while you are connecting, and generations later, they can have a negative effect on you and all your offspring and possible race. The ultimate price when things go wrong is death. So this is not for everyone. What I will say, if you manage to connect and send the negative energy on the path, you will make the universe a little lighter, and you will also be a little lighter, remembering we use the challenger's own free will to find their path. This episode is about healing the shadows. So keep in mind, first contact with these shadows gives us an opportunity to connect. But what tends to happen, we go into fight and flight mode to get away. Tell them to go away, or even pray them away, or even pray them to hell. It takes a lot of courage and training in the bioshield to actually be sensitive enough to pick up a shadow and connect with one, and even more training to take it on the journey of the path, which I talk about in another episode. Half the battle is having faith in the process. And if things do go wrong, remember, the shadow will probably seek out your teacher, which is me, and then it becomes my problem to heal. But never doubt your own ability to heal. All it takes is courage and training. This is how sensitivity to connect plays its part in the healing process of the shadows.